We often talk or refer to the sound of music without much thought but listening pleasure. Sadly, many people take for granted the gift of hearing. More than 4 million people in South Africa are deaf or live with a hearing disability. A local rapper passionate about his music decided to find a way to get deaf people to appreciate his music. Sumitra Nydoo tells us more.
He's a rapper and a poet, and now he's making music for the deaf.
The concept in itself really came around the idea of making more people aware of the fact that not enough hearing people know how to sign, and this is a problem in our community. So when I was approached, I was asked to write a track and then learn how to sign it. And I think that already showed the difficulties of how the process was to be able to be a hearing person and learn how to sign.
Lazarus Man teamed up with MTN and the deaf community in this initiative, and with new technology, they developed Deaf Bars, a track designed for those that have little or no hearing.
Yeah, it was a great experience. And I felt like, no, I have to do this and I have to accurately do it, because to show these people that we as deaf people, we can do this, because most of the time they feel like, no, deaf people are the people that stay home who knows nothing. So it was a stand for me to say, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it right, so that I can be able to open opportunities for other deaf people.
While this initiative was aimed at providing a form of music to the deaf, it was just as important to create more awareness around the stigma that still follows those affected.
The bass and the rhythm of the track as well can be heard by people that are actually hard of hearing, because you could hear it through the vibrations. So you could be hearing it, you see it at the same time, but they can also feel the bass and the rhythm at the same time. So it was more about to bring awareness, not just to deaf people, but to hearing people, that we need to do more work to understand the deaf community and make it a little bit more inclusive.
MTN also developed a USSD version of their emergency services lines, which allows hard of hearing and deaf South Africans to have access to the same services that all hearing South Africans enjoy.
Our collaboration with the deaf community, we obviously got exposed to a lot of the challenges that they're facing, and those challenges include accessing or having access to emergency services. That's something that I certainly, as a hearing-able person, take for granted. Technology has a unique role to play in solving some of those challenges. Our desire really is to bring the benefits of a modern connected life to every South African.
Deaf Bars is already on a new track, and a remix is on the way. Sumitra Nydoo, CGTN, Johannesburg, South Africa.